What's going on, everyone? Sweet 16 time coming at you here with a quick round 2 update video. 28 people in the pool, $150 buy-in, total prize pool of $4,200. That means first place is taking home $2,700. Second place is taking home $1,000. Both those two spots are getting paid $200 more than those two spots got paid last year. Third place is getting $500. And fourth place is getting a coupon for 15% off their next order at VP Marketing Solutions. And of course, VP Marketing Solutions is the only team that hasn't let any of us down during this tournament time. Can't say the same for these guys, or for these guys, or for the hat I gave Kyle Steinfeld, the Michigan State hat. They're out. Every hat we bought is out. So, we still need payment from a couple people, but I know they're good for it. So again, first place will be taking home $2,700. That's up $200 from last year. From the 28 people that joined the pool, 14 people are still in, 14 people are out. So lots of possibilities still remain with 16 teams left in the NCAA tournament. Let's do a quick rundown of who's in and who's out. Last place, Jason Alliant, you're out. 27th place, Chris Martin, you're out. 26th place, Joe DeMont. This guy was in second place after the first day. Catastrophic day 2, 3, and 4. He is out. 25th place, Justin Donald. Thank you so much for playing. You are out. Please play again next year. 24th place, the guy who finished in second to last place last year. The guy who didn't even pick a champion is out. I did have a conversation with him. I asked Clinton, hey, who would you have picked had you actually filled out the championship game? He was honest, said Arizona, not Villanova, so it looks like he would have been out regardless of who he picked. Arizona was out in day 1. 23rd place is interesting because it's Omar Vare. Omar has 3 of his final 4 still remaining. He's still in, so he's in 23rd place, far behind a ton of people in the pool who are out, but he can still win. So good luck, Omar. Make sure you pay up. I don't want to have to call you 2 months from now from a blocked number to collect payment like I did 2 years ago for fantasy football. And when he answered, he was all shocked. He didn't know what to say when he found out it was me. He's like, you're calling from a blocked number now, huh? I was like, yeah, dude, you dodging my calls for 2 months. I have to pay the winners out of pocket. I'll make the winners wait. I pay these guys out of pocket. Called you all the time, so hopefully we can avoid that fiasco, Omar. And you might want to pay soon, because if you don't pay soon and you win, I am going to withhold all your winnings. I'm just going to keep it myself. 22nd place, Emilio Diaz, a past champion, still in. Even though he's in 22nd place, Emilio is the only person with all 4 of his final 4 still intact. That's amazing. Only person. 28 people in the pool. One person has all 4 final 4 intact. And it happens to me, Emilio, the guy who typically finishes near the bottom of every pool and league he enters. Interesting story / funny story about Emilio. You know, most of us have a favorite team, a favorite sports team, even a favorite college team. Emilio has 3 favorite college teams, and I've given him a hard time about this for many, many years. You can't have 3 favorite teams. You gotta have 1. He has 3, and coincidentally, all 3 of his favorite teams made it to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. So that definitely has something to do with why his picks are doing well and all still alive, because he went absolutely homer with all his picks. His favorite teams are Florida State, Kentucky, and Michigan. He might even have 2 of his Final 4 or favorite teams facing off in the Final 4. So Emilio looking to become the first ever 2-time champion in the pool. 21st place is the no longer defending champion of the pool, Gerardo Naranjo. Gerardo finally gave this back to us. We got the VP Marketing Solutions Champions Cup. All the past champions' names engraved in immortality. Myself, Joe, Nick, Jameson. Jameson's name has an asterisk next to it. Emilio, Jose Moreno, most recently Robert Gonzalez, and Gerardo Naranjo. So whose name will be putting on the cup this year? Might be a newcomer. Might be a the year for the first ever two-time champion to join the ranks and get his name engraved in the trophy twice. So Gerardo, thanks for playing. You had a good run, but you're not going back to back. Sorry. Gerardo, by the way, his girlfriend picked up his shirt for him. We still have some shirts left at the shop. If you still want your March Madness shirts, we're out of mediums. We still have large, extra large, 2XLs, and 3XLs in a few different colors. Swing by and pick up your free shirt. 20th place, Nick Quintana. You're out, no surprise. Nick, this is how you've ended up each day. First day, you're in 22nd place. Second day, 22nd place. Third day, 21st place. Fourth day, 20th place. Extremely consistent, extremely sucky as well. 19th place, newcomer to the pool, Fabian. 8th place after the first day. He actually had the most correct picks after the first day. He wasn't in first place because he didn't get many bonus points for upsets, but had a great first day. Now he's out. Horrible second day. Third and fourth day. At 18th place, Kyle Steinfeld. Kyle is out, no surprise. He has horrible picks. I looked at his bracket in depth earlier today, and I'm just shocked at who he has in the Sweet 16. Kyle, you need to fix your strategy. I know what some of your strategy is, picking teams like Virginia, who you think not many other people will have in the championship. So if they do make it, you'll be up there. But you have a bunch of rogue teams in the Sweet 16, teams I've never even heard of. So please adjust your strategy. You can ask me for tips. We're close friends. You text me all the time. You go to Vegas with me 3 times a year. While we're there, feel free to ask me questions like, hey man, should I put Arkansas in the Elite 8? I'll tell you right away, man. I'll tell you straight up. No, dude, don't do it. And if you take my advice, you'll do better next year. I have a strong feeling about that. 17th place, past champion Jamison Jones will not be the first 2-time champion of the pool, not this year anyways. And he's looking to get his first non-vacated title. First time being engraved on the trophy without an asterisk. So good luck with that next year, Jameson. 16th place, K-Robs, a.k.a. Krobs, a.k.a. Kyle Robinson, who is Kyle Steinfeld's recruit. He is out as well. So Kyle, thank you for recruiting Kyle. Thank you for paying for him as well. Kyle's only lost one of his final 4 teams, but he is out. He's blocked from winning the pool. Now, the 14 people that I've mentioned that are blocked from winning the pool, that doesn't mean you can't cash. You can still finish 2nd, 3rd, or 4th place. You just can't win the pool. And yeah, there's still great money for 2nd, 3rd place, but no one really cares about. All anyone cares about is getting their name on the cup. Let's be honest. So those guys so far are out. 15th place and in contention, Nate Bollinger. I believe it's the 2nd year in the pool. He's only lost one of his final 4 picks. 14th place, Dan Cassetta. Dan has the exact same final 4 picks as me. Almost identical, if not identical, Elite 8 picks as well. He's out. He is blocked by me. Even if he has a perfect bracket the rest of the way, he will lose to me by 2 points. In 13th place is Jose Moreno. Jose, you're still in. You lost 2 of your final 4, but you've had decent enough picks that you are still in. 12th place, newcomer Joe Geneza. Joe, you are out, and ironically enough, you are blocked from winning the pool by Joe Gianosa. Same name, 2-point difference. So, guys, this is how important the first round games are. If Joe Geneza had gotten 1 more of those first round games correctly, those extra 3 points would put him in front of Joe if he does go perfect the rest of the way. And it might be Geneza blocking Gianosa from winning. But in this case, Joe Geneza cannot win the pool. The best he can do is finish in 2nd place by 2 points to Joe Gianosa. 11th place, Shane Nagel. Shane is the best player with the best results that can't win. He's in 11th place. He's only lost 1 of his final 4 teams, but he had such a horrible day 1 that he can't really catch up to any of the people with similar picks that are in front of him. Shane is a great player. I have no doubt he'll finish in the top 10 again this year, just based on he's got so many teams still alive. Take a look at his past results. 2014, finished 4th out of 30. 2015, he finished 6th out of 27. 2016, he finished 5th out of 25. And last year, he finished 10th out of 32 players. Ever since he joined the pool 4 years ago, he's had 4 straight top 10 finishes. Gonna make it 5 straight top 10 finishes. No other player or member can say that. Extremely impressive. Nice job, Shane. Better luck next year. 10th place, J-Mel, aka Megamind. He's still in. He has only lost 1 of his final 4. He's looking good. 9th place, Robert Gonzalez, still in. I'm pretty sure everyone would hate it if this guy won again. I know myself, Emilio, and Kyle would. He lost 1 of his final 4. However, he did lose this champion, Cincinnati, so had they not lost, he would be looking really good. 8th place, Christian Moreno. Only lost 2 of his final 4. He's in first place from all the Morenos in the pool. Well ahead of his dad, so we'll see. Both of them can still win right now, so their family has a decent chance of bringing home the cup to their household. 7th place in his second year in the pool, Nate Costa. Nate has also only lost 1 of his final 4. He had a horrible day 1, finishing the day in 24th place, has worked his way towards the front ever since then, and now sits in 7th. 6th place, Ryan M., someone who I don't even know. Him and K-Robs I've never actually met. This is Nate Bollinger's recruit. By the way, thank you to everyone who recruited someone. I know people like Emilio Diaz, Joe Gianosa, who have been in the pool since the beginning, have yet to recruit someone. So, guys, don't you guys want to win more money? If you consider yourself a good player, think you have a chance of winning, which is why you joined the pool. Wouldn't you want a bigger prize pool? I know I do. That's why I recruited a ton of people. So, guys, get on that next year. Let's get at least 40 people next year. So Ryan M, 6th place, he's still in. Everyone in the top 10 is still in contention to win the pool. 5th place, newcomer to the pool. This was Gerardo's recruit. So Gerardo did so well last year. His buddy was like, hey, if he can win, I can win too. And it looks like he might just do so. He's in 5th place. The worst spot he's finished a day at is 7th place. So he was in 3rd place after day 1, 7th place after day 2, 4th place after day 3, 5th place after day 4. He's only lost 1 of his final 4. And what's really interesting about Ruben is if the board or the tournament board, the bracket runs out all chalk, if all the best seeds continue advancing all the way to championship, it's actually Ruben who would win the pool. So I ran that permutation. Ruben comes out way on top. So Ruben, I mean, it's obviously not going to happen all chalk, but if most of those go through, I think you're going to end up winning the pool in your first year, just like your buddy Gerardo did. 4th place, none other than myself. Check out my finishes. After day 1, 4th place. Day 2, 4th place. Day 3, 3rd place. Day 4, 4th place. I haven't been worse than 4th place the entire tournament. I'm obviously still in contention to win it, but I have lost 2 of my final 4 teams. 3rd place, Joe Gianosa, who also had a horrible day 1, finished day 1 in 23rd place, but has since really ramped things up. Sitting in 3rd place now, he's definitely still in contention and has only lost 1 of his final 4. Me and him have very similar picks the rest of the way. It could come down to he or I at the end if Villanova goes and wins it, just depending on some of the other 50-50 games. There's actually a scenario where Joe and I tie for the championship, and we would possibly even tie we would tie the tiebreaker because we both have Villanova. We might even possibly tie the second tiebreaker based on total amount of games picked correctly, because we're very close right now. And there is no 3rd tiebreaker, guys. So if there's a tie after the second tiebreaker, it's just a split national championship. So that'd be pretty interesting if Joe and I share the title. We are the first 2 original winners of the pool after all, so that would be pretty cool. And kind of lame at the same time. 2nd place, Lucas Matson. Lucas, 1st place after day 1, 2nd place after day 2, 1st place after day 3, 2nd place after day 4. Hasn't been worse than 2nd place. He almost didn't even join the pool. Kyle had to persuade him, bug him to join. He told me he was going to do some research. This was like Wednesday, the day before the tournament started. He said, okay, cool, I'm going to start my research right now. Straight crushing. So he's looking great. He has lost 3 of his final 4. but since he did so well those first couple days, he's so far ahead of everyone in points. People who have similar picks, that he is looking pretty good. So nice run, Lucas. And in first place, same guy who was in first place after the first round, Cole Pereira, also almost didn't even play. He's only lost to one of his final four. He's still in. So 14 people still in, 14 people are out. Some key games coming up this round. Joe Gianosa actually has Nevada advancing to the Elite Eight. He actually has that in his bracket. So if Nevada wins tomorrow or Thursday, that's going to be great for him. Most people have Villanova tomorrow. Most people have Duke. The people who picked Michigan State to go, out of that region are probably rooting for Duke to lose to Syracuse. And I'm sorry, these games are Friday. And a big game is obviously the Texas Tech Purdue game Friday. So it's actually the very last of the Sweet 16 games. So that'll be the biggest swing game from this round. The other matchups, the Gonzaga game and the Michigan game, they're both favored to win, and most of us have them advancing. So that's not going to change too much, obviously. If you have Gonzaga, you might be rooting for Michigan to lose, so you don't have to worry about facing them in the Elite Eight. But we won't have any hugely significant matchups until the Elite Eight, when teams like Gonzaga and Michigan face off against each other, and Duke versus Kansas is going to be another huge one. So those two games loom in the Elite Eight. So we'll see if we get to see both or any of those matchups. And those will have huge implications for everyone in the pool who's still in contention. So that is it for today. I'll come back at you with another video in a few days. We'll talk to you guys soon.